Welcome to the CFC Prospect Game Roundup, featuring interviews with the top prospects who had a chance to play on TSN in front of a national audience back in June. We're here today with CFC100 quarterback Eli Hetlinger out of CFC50 Harry Ainlay in Alberta. How's it going today, Eli?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good too, thank you for asking. Before diving into the prospect game stuff, I just wanted to quickly ask about your recent commitment to the University of Alberta and just kind of how you came to the decision, your thoughts about sticking around at home, also with some CFC prospect game guys who've also committed like Crucial Niski, Hereford.
Yeah, my commitment to Alberta, it came clear to me more so after the prospect game. I've been around the University of Alberta ever since grade 10, and I've gotten to see them grow as a program, and I really like the direction they're heading in with all the great coaches they brought in, such as Rick Walters, their offensive coordinator, and all the big recruits they've landed over the past couple years. So to be a part of that was, to have the opportunity to be a part of that was something that was very hard to pass up, and with all the academic support they provide and the great schooling they have, it seemed like a win-win to me and a no-brainer. So they're definitely a good team. There's a lot of very talented quarterbacks on the roster, but I just am going to have to go to work and make the most of it. But I'm definitely happy to be a Golden Bear.
Right on, and we're excited to watch you down the road playing in Alberta. First off, we just want to get back to the prospect game, back to the high school level. So you were a part of the first ever CFC prospect game on TSN, broadcast back in June. What were some of your favorite memories looking back on the game, now that you've had a couple months to reflect?
Some favorite memories I had was getting all the great coaches I got to be around and all the very talented players I got to share that experience with. Coach Flaxman was a great offensive coordinator. I loved working with him at the CFC, and also the structure of the practices were really fun to me, the meetings and how everything was run. And like I said earlier about the players, it was just awesome to get to see so many talented players and make friendships with them, which will carry over for the rest of our university careers. Those were the highlights. And then, of course, getting coached by Henry Burris, the 19-year DFL vet who's going to go to the Hall of Fame, and all the tips he taught me that I still use to try to make my game better was very, very humbling and honoring to be a part of. And, that's what made it fun. And the game on TSN, getting to say I played on TSN as a 17-year-old is an amazing experience that I will never forget for the rest of my life.
For sure. And so going back to the experience, is there any specific things that you learned from one of the coaches or maybe one of your teammates, any advice that you're going to be able to take with you on the field or maybe life advice off the field?
Yeah, going back to Coach Burris, one thing he taught me was for my workout routine is to incorporate med ball work, because he used it and he has had a tremendous amount of success at the highest level. So I've incorporated med ball work into my workouts, and I've noticed the difference, like getting more pop in the ball and all the rest. And the other thing that a different coach taught me at CFC from Coach Flaxman is he emphasized your feet. And before that, I was pretty lazy with my feet, but after being in Coach Flaxman's system there at CFC, I realized that at the higher levels, you can't be lazy with your feet, so I really put an emphasis on cleaning my feet up, which I've noticed a huge difference in my game at the high school level. So those two things I'm excited to carry with me for the rest of my football career.
And after getting a chance to watch the broadcast, what was the best thing about watching yourself on TSN, and how did your family react?
Oh, my family they were very proud and happy for me. It was again very, very humbling to sit on the couch and watch the game with my mom and my dad, and then them it felt like obviously it wasn't the CFL game, but it felt like I was a part of the CFL game, and just to hear the commentary and like the commercial breaks, like it felt so cool to watch that on TV, because when I was in the experience, I was like, hey, this is what I was doing at this commercial break, and I had that inside information. So it was just a lot of laughs and a lot of smiles, and it was a different experience that I hadn't ever felt before that moment.
Right, and so obviously you're not going to get a chance again to try out for the CFC Prospect Game this year. We'll be moving on to the next generation. But if one of your friends, maybe at Harry Ainlay or somebody locally, asked you about the CFC Prospect Game or one of our other CFC events like the Fox 40 Prospect Challenge, what would you tell them about the overall experience?
I would tell them that it is well worth it. The coaching you receive there from former pro athletes like mine was Coach Burris, and the other teams with Coach Dunnigan is priceless, and you can't get that anywhere else. The exposure you get from it is insane. Like I think I saw pretty much every CIS school in Canada at that event, and just to get your name out there, that's a great place to be. It's a fun atmosphere. It's competitive. You get to up your game because it's not like every day you're on the field with 100 other players like yourself who are ranked and very talented. And I would tell them that the benefits you get from that event will help you so much, not only in your future in university, but in high school too. So I would recommend it to them for sure.